Good timing, oh yes. Great timing. You lucky devil. This is worth 18 submarines. Come on, Mama, let the good times roll.
Or if they care, they probably don't. But I guess we can start with the food place that she goes to frequently.
Mario, that fake dick motherfucker. That's what I'm saying. Come on, Alex, let's go check out her favorite stores and food places.
Really, the best. Right. I got a different approach now. As start of the wrestling match. Let's have all the exes just show up for an intervention.
Oh, and they all show up and lay their dirt down in front of him before the match.
And he's got a small penis.
Do you guys remember that Trump actually did that?
With his exes or somebody else's exes?
No, it's Joe Biden. Or no, not Joe Biden. It was against Hillary Clinton.
Her exes?
No.
I'm confused.
Bill's exes.
Bill's exes?
He brought like 7 sexual assault victims from Bill Clinton who have all been suppressed up until now, and brought them into one of the presidential debates and put them front row.
Can we just not make Mario's girlfriend's sexual assault victims just in case this? I don't want that one. I don't want that one to be a thing if that has to be his dirty secret.
I'm just saying, that was a fucking power move, and he just put them front row and center in his special area where like people knew they were his guests. And then she just had to look down on all those women that she knew he fucked.
I don't think she cared. I thought she was like a lesbian. I thought it was a marriage of convenience or something.
Probably, but she still had to look down at all that garbage that's
like when your husband's an idiot, it sucks. Yeah.
And instead they just murdered like 3 of their aides to just kind of, blow off some steam about it.
Anyway, that's a fun little gag I came up with in terms of getting a bunch of women just to give him Mario an intervention instead. Probably undeserved.
We got how many days to arrange that idea?
Oh, I think they'll have a blast. What day does the wrestling match fall on?
I think we're having lots of great ideas for the next one, but that we're too deep into this week to like.
We've gone too far on. We've gotten too far on whatever we're thinking of right now.
I was like, I think as long as we pay for the wine, they'll definitely come.
So like, we do
if they're that classy.
We do like walkthroughs of like the several locations to see if we can
that LaDasha frequents.
Yeah, because if we see her, that'd be dope. Or would it be? What would we even do?
I don't know. I guess that'll be up
What's
to
the
Jake.
plan?
Start finding out Mario's paying for things. That's Willowbit's
like,
pay grade. And alert the IRS.
I don't know.
So,
Robert, what?
I'm gonna swat Mario. I didn't kill him. I swatted him.
We're just kidnapping LaDasha. This is the plan.
This is what it's going to. No.
So we drugged the girlfriend.
I don't know how this happened.
Why does it always end up like this?
Every week, it's us dumping a dead lady in a dumpster. And we're like, we filmed another gig, guys. We'll try again.
How do we keep ODing girlfriends? I don't understand. Will, you said that you only made half a dose this time.
It's not my fault he gave her 4 of them.
It never gets any easier. All right, I'll see you guys Monday.
We only have one car, so like, how many bodies can we fit in Dusty's trunk?
There's a lot of trips out to just one big mass grave.
That's how we decide whether or not we should get into a fight. We're like, can I hide all these bodies?
Game knowledge, is there enough freezers nearby for each body?
I love that in that game. There's always somewhere to stuff the body.
Well, not always, honestly.
You get
really
like
weird.
extra experience for stuff, so it's like always stick around and stuff the body away.
Well, like sometimes there's arm body stuffing, so like I just like push him in a corner, and like if they even catch a glimpse of like a foot. Oh no, there's a body there. Everyone's on alert now. They're not actually looking for you. They're just on alert, which I don't quite understand.
Oh, it's like guards in Whiterun. Who's there? Must have been my imagination.
Must have been the wind.
Corpse and be like.
I did find the weirdest thing in the mods that I've put onto my Cyberpunk 2070, like they've got a whole thing that's like, okay, this rewards you from doing stealthy stuff, and it revamps the stealth system. So if you throw a knife or you shoot a silenced gun, it doesn't just everybody alert and it's full combat. It's like, oh, do they actually see you? Can they do whatever? Cool. You threw a knife, it's real quiet. And part of that is, okay, every mission now gets subcategories of like, have you been seen? Then you get the ghost trait, which gives you extra bonuses at the end. Have you touched anyone? Which gives you the no touch bonus. Have you killed anyone? That gives you the pacifist bonus. Yada, yada, yada.
Right.
And I got a virus that you're allowed to use when you hack people that just gives them full cyber psychosis and they start killing everyone around them.
Uh-oh.
This doesn't trigger anything on this mod. So as long as I'm nice and tucked away, I can just look at the toughest guy in there. You're a cyber psycho. Wait 5 seconds. He's a cyber psycho killing everyone in sight. And I just sit in the corner waiting for 5 minutes watching YouTube. And I get all these extra bonuses at the end.
And I just watch in the corner.
Like you don't even have to walk up behind him. When he's done being cyber psycho, he's like, okay, I killed everybody. I'll just shoot myself in the head. I'm like, well,
That is always the last thing they do, isn't it? Yeah, is they blow the brains out.
yeah, if there's nothing else they can aggro on, they just kill themselves.
There's nothing left here. There's nothing left here for me to kill except myself.
I was like, because you go to the cyber psycho locations, like where there are active cyber psychers, and they're just hanging out by
that's
themselves.
just like game mechanic for
It
your
is.
personal thing. Yeah,
It's just kind of weird. And
This is just the
inconsistent.
virus you put
Yeah.
in.
yeah.
It
that's how
just
they draw
seems
the
a little
line, 'cause
inconsistent for cyber psycho because it seems like they just kind of curl up into fetal position and like wander around and act crazy until something else.
Oh yeah,
just comes
a
into the
real
area.
cyber psycho doesn't just kill themselves; they just kind of keep doing
going.
whatever they're about.
Wandering around.
Until Max Tech shows up.
Yeah.
and throws them down.
Which is about all like what it actually takes.
So I remember having a maxed out hacker on that game, and it was like making somebody shoot themselves, and then making that contagious to where like the people near them shoot themselves, and then the people who see them are frightened, so they run away and they get negs and shit. It's like, you run in there like a monster.
I was just complaining to Kat the other
Okay,
day.
that's making it more intriguing for me to play the game.
Like-
yeah, because I could make a whole gang of people just murder themselves.
And I was telling Kat just the other day, it's like the most inconsistent thing is there's several side quests where you go in and you go to like, they're like, oh, hey, come talk to these people with me. And then you go talk to like regular street level thugs or like people that aren't really that decked out. And then part of that conversation usually requires like draw your weapon to be like intimidating. And the weapons that I use the most are full mantis blades that are military
dildo.
type.
Right. The blade arm things.
You replace your whole arm. It's these gigantic
Mhm.
blades, and they're military spec.
Right.
And then these guys are like, "Oh, you brought your babysitter, blah blah." I'm like, any rational person who saw this level of cybernetics come out of anybody would be like, "You have a nice day, sir. I don't want to get involved in whatever that fucker
That
is."
happens in every video game. You play again Skyrim. Like you could come in with your full, Daedric mail, level 80, and everybody in town is like, "You look so tough."
Yeah.
Like,
It's like, the fuck did you
Get
say?
the fuck out of my way. Like, look how you look poor.
Yeah.
You get up to the cloud district. Get the fuck out of here.
Let me go ahead and just give you a peek of 2 pieces of cybernetics I have involved. Do you really think you could survive a millisecond against me? Yeah, you ain't so bad. Like, man, maybe I am. Like, have a full gorilla moment of like, what's this guy got that I don't know about? So what are you guys doing?
Yeah, you're
So I think either lemon.
Well, I thought we told you what we were doing. Did we not turn up
You're
anything? Or
asking for information, yeah.
well, we said we went from store to store.
We went to the areas that we heard Ladasha frequented.
Yeah. That's the last thing we said.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're just looking for information about her, or what are you after?
Are you looking for Ladasha?
Yeah. What? Even if we did, like I brought it through the question, like, what are we gonna do even if we see her?
Boy, this is a nice Claire's.
I just really like beads.
You know, she's a huge fan of Build-A-Bear.
So, more than likely, this is probably where Ladasha lives anyway.
It seems like I kind of was gathering that when they said, "Oh yeah, we've seen her around here, and she goes to that store and that store a lot." But then it's that probably isn't where he lives.
So
Well,
maybe
if
we
we
can just
see
ask
her,
more
we can,
about
like,
her, and then we can
follow
go talk
back
to
the
her
relevant
and
apartment.
kidnap her.
That's on the luck chance that she's even here.
We just grab her.
So I take it we don't see her.
No, not today.
Okay. Yeah, I got. This might have been basically aside from basically a writing off. Well, he probably doesn't live here.
God, what if we found the room that Mario went into, and then we just put Lim in there, and it's just fucking Ladasha, so now he's even worse because he's just creeping on fucking Ladasha, just sitting in the closet. And he's like, "Where's Mario?"
Yeah, just every now and again, as she's like doing normal things in her
Mario.
apartment, you just Mario.
I mean, you can always go for the full classic and seduce her if we find her. Dude.
I don't think coming out of her closet is the right move.
Just closet opens up. She's like, "What the Mario?"
So,
What?
Dash, do you come here often? God. That's
I don't know. Let's get a woman's viewpoint on that, Kat. How would that make you feel?
Panicked.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Incredibly panicked.
I think for the sake of getting out of the open and maybe finding an access point based on what's in an apartment, either Lemon or Nux can maybe try to make a friend and say, "Hey, let's go hang out," and get someone to willingly let us into their apartment. Can we try that?
I'm just wondering why you chose those two out of everybody.
Because he's a semi-popular, famous wrestler, big dude, and you're supposed to be cool sometimes.
Pretty cool.
I just was wondering, like, what angle you're going for. This is like, do you think these two are the charismatic people, or are these the two that just grab somebody by the collar? It's like, "Let's go to your apartment."
Lemon can try, but it's gonna be a minute.
What, did you come in your pants?
No, it's just
Me and Fazoli's my guy. Like, I got these breadsticks.
I just need a minute.
and by
I got carbo loaded. Hold on, I just gotta.
I'm just. Well, I guess Lemon's angle would be go and find the nearest, I guess, hangout bar spot to try and like casually work his way into a conversation with somebody he can assume lives here. After a few drinks of whatever they're drinking, and then like go back and talk about right-wing politics or some shit. Really pretend to be interested in them.
I mean, the way I see it, we can't leave because we can't get back in. And we can't sit here forever.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there should be a way to the outside from the mall.
Yeah, but the mall's located inside the super apartments.
I mean, if nothing else, I'm pretty sure we can get out the way we came
I was
in.
like,
Go down and
It shouldn't
go
be
down the
locked going
stairwell.
out. I don't know. That's
Because
how-
it wasn't even locked for us to go in.
Not that this timeline cares about the legalities of fire codes. It's kind of weird.
No, I know that we can leave the mall. I mean, like, the entire complex.
Right.
Like, we can't just leave and go home.
And come back.
You guys want to walk around apartment floors, we can do that all day.
Mhm.
We're not going to get anywhere.
Yeah, but what we've been gathering with the descriptions, this possibly isn't even Lemon's place.
Okay, well,
You mean Marius?
Marius. Yes, Marius.
Definitely not Lemon's place.
we can either follow the lead and know where Ladasha lives, or we can leave and have nothing.
Mm-hmm.
If we do leave, we have 3.5 more days, so we can hedge our bets that way if we want to call a mulligan.
It was like if we're here, we can. I don't know. If we talk to her,
I was like, if we get in contact with
something,
Ladasha, offer to buy
convince her
her a
to betray
meal
him
at her favorite
or
place,
give us information. Or
I'm sure she'd be willing to show up. People like free meals.
You can get her a Spencer's gift card.
we'll just hang out at that restaurant all day, and maybe she shows up.
Maybe even, get some part-time jobs and personal
Earn a couple eddies on the side.
I'm just going out for a straight out invite. Just call her up or something. Like, if you're interested in having a conversation and a free meal, come to this favorite restaurant that you obviously like.
Hey, baby, you want some Adam West penis? I'm at your Fazoli's.
Do you have
You
her
want-
number?
You want some Applebee's?
Do you have her number?
I figured it's just an agent-to-agent contact.
You just tell your phone, call somebody, and
No.
No, not the phone agent. The like.
Like
Agent
actual
job.
agency.
wow,
Get in contact with people. Like,
They need another term.
what's the difference between my phone? What's the terminology? My phone agent and person.
Talent agent.
You've got a manager.
I have a
Manager.
manager. She has a manager.
Maybe.
Is there nobody managing this bitch?
So I'm about
She
to manage the
was
fuck
on
out of
YouTube.
her.
What do you know about
Doing
her?
herself.
She's a supermodel, so if she doesn't have a manager, I kind of want to know what. I kind of want to get in on this gig if I can just do this without a manager.
You don't know anything about her.
Well, I know where she likes to eat and shop.
Within her apartment complex. Nice.
Yeah. That's why it's like, call my management and be like, hey,
I like saying she likes to shit in her bathroom.
well, you made up the eating and the shopping. By all means, tell me what these locales are like, and I'll probably make a deduction off of that.
What do you mean?
There's a skill of deduction.
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
Ten. Tell me all about her Claire's shopping spree or Italian finery or something. Or wherever the hell she likes to eat. Panda Express.
Gross.
And
God, I hate Panda
Based on what
Express.
they've been able to tell you about the couple of places that know of her and the restaurant, it seems like she likes somewhat upscale jewelry, but not super expensive. Somewhere in the middle, but it's very shiny looking, and you kind of think that it's more expensive than it is. And then she likes to go by a couple of restaurants that, well, they say low carb, but everybody knows they're not.
okay, but if she's maintaining that figure, then what does it matter?
Just saying. That's where she goes in there.
Okay.
She does
Meaning
not
she
go
might
to the,
have something else that either is taking care of the metabolism or her entire body frame is basically set as it is. It doesn't matter what she takes in.
Either way, she likes
it's
her
more that
carbs.
she doesn't look at the actual shit. It's
She
just
like-
like, oh, this seems healthy. I'll do that.
Basically, she goes for what looks and seems better, but will settle for average, if not above average, and probably does prefer the more affordable of mediocrity.
Mm-hmm.
But doesn't want other people to know that.
The more affordable of mediocrity.
Mm.
What a sentence.
I like my thrift shopping. I don't care if people know my shit's cheap or not, though.
Okay. Mm.
Surely she signed up with a membership with some of these store companies. All together.